this is Kristen McShirley. I am here today to share with you one of my favorite essential oils, which I feel like we probably say that about almost every essential oil, but you know, it's the truth for many different reasons. So this is Melaleuca. You may already be familiar with Melaleuca. It's commonly called tea tree oil. And Melaleuca essential oil is great for, the first thing I think of is skin. It's extremely purifying and cleansing. And so I use it almost anytime there's an irritation on my skin. You might have the occasional blemish. And it's extremely easy to use for those irritations. You can dilute it with fractionated coconut oil or any type of carrier oil, or you can just simply drop it in your hand. So if I have like a red area on my skin or an irritation, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop it on my hand, use my finger, and just find that spot and just kind of put it right on there. Works extremely well for that. I also have been told that Melaleuca essential oil can help protect your child from lice, or that it can be used in the treatment after a child has gotten a case of lice. So my kids have not yet, but what I chose to do as a preventative measure is to add Melaleuca essential oil into their detangler. So my son, obviously we don't use detangler on his hair, but I can still spray a little bit and brush it in. It's okay. Won't hurt him. So what I do is I make a batch of doTERRA's DIY blog recipe for hair detangler, and it doesn't call for Melaleuca, but I just add a few drops of it, and then I put them in bottles like this, and this is what we use in the morning before I put their hair up and brush it through and everything like that. It also smells really great, which is good too. The other thing that I'm gonna do with Melaleuca today is a little DIY, which is also from doTERRA's DIY blog. I love it, and they make it easy. You can look everything up real quick. But I'll tell you the recipe. It is for a makeup brush cleanser, and it calls for 2 tablespoons of fractionated coconut oil, and I used this to measure earlier and just pour it right in the bowl. And then what you do is you take 5 drops of grapefruit and 5 drops of Melaleuca, and you add it to the bowl with the fractionated coconut oil. Just that simple. We like to keep things simple. So again, that was 5 drops of Melaleuca, 5 drops of grapefruit, and 2 tablespoons of fractionated coconut oil. Now what I do is I take my makeup brush that I want to cleanse, and I'm just gonna kind of slowly run it through it, and right away, like this was my blush brush, and it's already like turning the fractionated coconut oil like bright red. And then what you can do is then swirl that on your hand with the brush to kind of also get that makeup off of there. So not only is this going to clean and purify, but it's also going to really refresh the brush. It's going to smell so much better. So then what you do is rinse it thoroughly with warm water, and you just kind of continue to rub it on your hand and let all of that makeup or blush or whatever you use it for. The bronzer one is going to be interesting. It might take a while to get that one cleaned up. But after you're done and the water starts to run clean, and you can tell that you've gotten most of the fractionated coconut oil off, you can go ahead and put it on the towel and just let it dry. And it needs about 4 hours to dry. So I suggest trying this out in the evening, so that then your brushes are ready and dry the next morning for if you're going to be putting on makeup that day. The other thing that I use Melaleuca for is to promote a healthy immune function. And there's lots of different ways to use that. You can put a drop of Melaleuca on your hand and rub that carefully over your sinuses when you're needing that immune support. The other thing is for irritated throats. If it's feeling a little scratchy or something like that, what I like to do is just add a drop to my hand here, and then I like to massage it just right up your neck and right up behind the ears. Also is really helpful. And this does help with that scratchiness and makes it feel a little bit more soothed. And I do enjoy Melaleuca for that as well. And so do my kids. It's one of our favorites, like I said. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoy some of these DIYs and have a wonderful rest of your day.